What up, though? I'm not going to waste no time. I'm going to get right into it. But before I get into it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Um, Not only will this channel be used to talk talk my shit, but also, this is where I'll be releasing all my music through. You know what I mean? It's fucked up out here in these streets, man. So I got this article up about the man Jelani Day that was found with all his organs and shit missing, man. I want to read this article real quick. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit. So this article is from a website called meaw.com, spelled meaww.com. The article is posted below in the comment section. In the description section. So if you want to read it for yourself, you can. I'm pretty sure you already read it. You probably already saw the news clips about it. But yeah, let me read this shit. Article titled "Justice for Jelani Day Trends After Illinois Teen's Body Found with Missing Organs." An autopsy performed by a private forensic pathologist suggests that his jawbone has been sawed out. Article was written on October 11th. It was published on October 11th, 2021 by Samanti Sin. All right, so as an investigation into the death of Illinois grad student and aspiring doctor Jelani Day continues, authorities have claimed that the circumstances are unusual as the mystery surrounding his death grows. His family has said that they suspect foul play. Amid the investigation, a recent report said that Day's body had no organs when it was found. A report in Chicago Sun-Times stated that Day's corpse had no eyeballs, only sockets. The body was reportedly missing its front, top, and bottom teeth. An autopsy performed by a private forensic pathologist suggests that his jawbone had been sawed out. Day's family and their attorney said they could find no brain, no liver, no spleen, no organs, according to the pathologist report. The organs were completely liquefied. The genitalia was unidentifiable. Hold up. Attorney Haley M. Besner what, says that she is trying to seek scientific explanation for the severely decomposed body of Day. What kind of scientific explanation do you need if somebody's organs was cut out their body, man? They be trying to throw smoke screens. Before Day's body was discovered, his mother expressed her distress because of the limited coverage of their son's case. Carmen Day had said, "I was very frustrated with the fact that Jelani hadn't been getting coverage. Jelani has been missing for 24 days. It appears that help has ceased. I'm imploring, pleading, and asking that police still pay attention and look for my son." She had cited Gabby Petito's case, and her face is plastered everywhere, and the FBI is involved. And I do not understand why Jelani doesn't get the same coverage. Meanwhile, social media is demanding justice for Day. After a month of searching, this is how Jelani was found. He had no eyeballs, no face, no scalp, jawbone sawed out, no organs, not even the liver, and the most craziest of all, no brain. One user wrote, "As we all know that the outcome would be, I'm speechless." I don't have to read no more. The rest of this is just hold up. The rest of this is just comments from different users and tweeters and shit. I mean, tweets and all that shit. You know, different people just commenting and giving their opinions on it. All right, so they found that man with his shit cut out. Let me see if I can find another article about it because I want to know more about where he was and what he was doing the day he disappeared. Jelani Day. This article is from Chicago Sun Times. The mystery of the death of son of Danville, Jelani Day. I'm not about to read this, man. Just post it under there. Y'all can read it yourselves. All right. So, first of all, what are we doing wrong in the black community as to where shit like this happens and we have no idea where to look or who to look to? Now, the mother is stressing the fact that the FBI and the police aren't looking for that boy. But it's possible that the FBI and the police had something to do with him getting his shit cut out. I mean, they can't find nobody. The guy's been missing for 24 days. Only person who's able to pull some shit like that off is somebody who has intelligence and who has resources, who has access to some cover up shit. Nobody's better than covering up shit than the FBI and the police. Now it could be, it could be a regular person. You know what I mean? Who was Jelani going to visit the day he came up missing? Allegedly, they got surveillance footage of him purchasing some tree from from a dispensary in a place called Bloomingdale, I think. So he was going to go see somebody that day, and then whoever he went to go see, I don't know, because he didn't get there, or maybe he did get there, and the person he went to go see had something to do with it. We'll never know. But it leads me to my point. Why are we still moving the same way when all this shit is going on? We know that we're at war. You like at this point in time, every single black person in America needs to be moving with eyes in the back of their head. Now, it's hard to have eyes in the back of your head when you enjoying your life and trying to live and trying to be free and prosper and doing all types of shit. But the fact of the matter is, we are in a country that was built on rape, genocide, murder, brutality, all that shit. This country was built on those things. We know those things that happen in the black community. Sometimes it's black people that's doing it. As much as I want to say maybe it's the police and the FBI, it could very well be our own people doing that shit. Because we know that niggas will do anything for money. You know what I'm saying? You hear little niggas talking about demon time all the time. You know, niggas say they on demon time all the time. So who's to say that these little niggas ain't doing shit like that for that bread? The black market is a big ass business, but nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows how to get there unless you involved in shit. Most of the people that's involved in shit is police in the streets. You know what I mean? When you hear about people coming up missing, or you hear about people being found, it's always black people that's, the culprits of taking these people. You think about missing girls being trafficked, prostituted and shit. A lot of those pimps are black people. You know what I'm saying? We could blame white people for our problems all day, but in the black community, we have a problem that we just seem to not see or seem to ignore this shit. It's just not that, you know what I mean? As long as it's not happening to us, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But we only give a fuck when the news media puts a white girl on TV and blasts about the white girl missing. And now it's a problem. But before they talked about that white girl, nobody would have ever knew this dude was missing because we weren't paying attention. Most niggas was not paying attention to this shit. When I look up and down my timeline, I don't see niggas sharing missing people all day. I see a select few people share a missing person report. And then other than that, everything is party, bullshit, funny, Google, giggle, laugh, twerk. It's the same shit every time. What I see on my timeline, I don't see no niggas stressing the fact that somebody came up missing, man. I barely see that shit. And when I do, it's from certain people. But from a majority of the black community, nobody is posting or sharing no missing people, man. We don't give a fuck because we so busy having fun and living our lives as we should be. We should be able to be free and live our lives and have fun. But we can't because we in America. We know that this country has a history of racism, and we know that motherfuckers is getting kidnapped and getting their organs taken out. We know all this, but we still choosing to move the way we moving. You know what I mean? We going to meet up with people by ourselves. We don't tell nobody where we at or where we going. You know what I'm saying? I talk to girls all the time. I talk to females all the time. What you about to do? I'm about to go meet up with my friend and go do this. All right, bet. Have a nice night. Where y'all about to go? We about to go to this club. What's the name? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's always the same conversation. It's always the same conversation when you talking to people. What you about to do? I'm about to go meet up with my friend and do this. Where y'all about to go? I don't know. We're going to this club somewhere. I don't know. Motherfuckers don't want to tell you where they're going. They don't want to tell you who they with. They don't want to tell you where they're going to be at. They don't want to tell you shit. And then something go wrong. After the fact, motherfuckers want to start telling everything. But it's like, why don't you, you know what I'm saying? Why don't we start talking about this shit ahead of time? Like, look, I'm about to go meet up with this motherfucker right here. Man, for real, you might want to GPS my phone and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I got my phone on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be here. Here's the address of where I'm going. I'm going to be at this club. I'm going to be at this. You know what I'm saying? We got to start moving like that, man. Now, I know it's not everybody's business to know where the fuck you going, but you need to make it people's business to know where the fuck you going. Otherwise, you're going to be one of the motherfuckers out there missing too with your shit going. And how the fuck we going? Who we going? If I don't know where you was at or the last person you was with, how am I going to know who to go talk to? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to know who to go talk to, bro, because you ain't tell me where you was at. 9 times out of 10, Jelani Day didn't tell nobody where the fuck he was going or who he was going to be with. He just probably said, I'm going out. I'll be back. Sure enough. He pops up with his organs missing, his fucking jawline cut off, skull missing, brain missing, eyeballs missing, all that shit gone. And all we could do was go to the police. But we need to be able to go to the source. We need to be able to know who the fuck the source is, and we need to be able to go directly to the motherfucking source to figure out this shit. We shouldn't have to keep relying on the police to solve our problems when they could very well be involved with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's cutting your organs out is getting paid from that shit. They're getting paid big bucks from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Organ harvesting and human trafficking, prostitution, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, pimping, hoeing, all that shit falls under the same category of the same bullshit that plays our community. The streets is a fucking mess. And I guess you can classify that as some street shit because it happened outside on the street somewhere. You was outside lacking. Why we moving around outside with no protection, man? Man, I don't carry no strap or nothing like that either. When I do go out, I make sure I'm looking around. I'm looking around at everybody, man. If something does happen to me, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, like people will at least know the last person I was with or where I was at. I make sure to tell people if I'm going somewhere, I make sure to let people know where I'm gonna be at or where I'm going. There's nothing to hide. I ain't got shit to hide. I'm not fucking sneaking. I'm not sneaking nowhere. I'm a grown ass man. I should be able to tell niggas where the fuck I'm at, who the fuck I'm gonna be with. Other than that, if I don't tell nobody and I end up in the wrong position at the wrong time, niggas not gonna know. We're just gonna be speculating and waiting on the white media to broadcast my story. When we know for a fact that the whitewashed media is 9 times out of 10, they know what's going on. They just not gonna report it because they're not supposed to report it. They're owned by the elites. The elites are the ones that needs all these fucking heart transplants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them old ass vampire ass niggas, those are the ones that need the heart and the brains and the fucking kidneys and all that shit. I mean, like, niggas, like black people, we commit all types of wild crimes. And it's not far fetched that black people could be involved with this too. You know what I'm saying? We can't rule none of it out. We can't rule nothing out. But the fact that my man ain't had no brain, that's some white collar crime shit. That's some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. No niggas got time to cut no nigga brains out. You know what I'm saying? Don't no black people got time to cut no niggas brains out, bro. That's some white collar crime shit. That's a specialist that did that. Whoever did that was a specialist. They knew what they were doing. They had training on that shit. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were trained to do that shit. They ain't got no gag reflex, so they can fucking cut a nigga open and be good and eat a sandwich at the same fucking time. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. It's fucked up out here. It's fucked up out here, man. All we got to do is move different. Now that we know that we at war, all we got to do is move different. Move like you at war. You know what I'm saying? Got to move like you at war, man. We can't keep moving like everything all good. I see everybody, and I'm not saying don't enjoy your life, but we all having fun. You know, everybody's having a blast. Niggas is going to concerts. Niggas is going to clubs. Niggas is going here. Niggas is going there. Niggas is flying to Dubai. Niggas is flying to Mexico. Niggas is living their fucking best life. And while we living our best lives, they picking us off. While we in these while we're in these places, we're getting picked off one by one while we're not paying attention. You may be out drunk, not paying attention. It's easy pickings, man. It's easy, right for the picking. You know what I mean? If you're going to go to the club, you need to be at the club at least 10 deep. You shouldn't be at the club no less than 5 deep. We got to get to that point where we're traveling 10 deep everywhere we go. 5-car caravan type shit. I see girls at the club all the time. It'd be a group of girls, you know what I'm saying, half dressed, no ankle support. So if somebody want to pick their ass up, throw them in the fucking trunk, it'll be easy. Because they not, you know what I'm saying, they're not dressed to fucking fight. They dressed to dance and be cute, which is, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but understand the environment you're in. I was just talking to a friend, you know, a friend of mine the other day, a lady friend of mine was pretty much telling me about a situation that she had where, you know what I'm saying, her old boss or something, you know what I'm saying, came up to her she was at a I guess she was at a homecoming game or something. Her old boss came up to her and was saying a little slick shit out of his mouth to her or whatever. And as long as you dwell in those environments, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be ready for that kind of shit to happen, because it's always gonna happen. As long as you dwell in the dark, that kind of shit is always gonna happen, man. We gotta get out of these dark places. I just heard a story about a club in Minnesota getting shot up. 15 people got smacked. 15 people got smacked in the club. They was all dancing, partying. Niggas rolled up in that joint, aired that motherfucker out. 15 niggas got hit in the club. Let me see if I can find the article, actually. Hold up. While we on here. shooting at club in Minnesota. Massive shooting at a nightclub in St. Paul, Minnesota. One killed and 14 injured. The last thing 27-year-old Marquisha Wiley expected was to be hit and killed by a bullet at 12:55 a.m. in a popular club in St. Paul, Minnesota called Truck Park this morning. He was at a club called Truck Park in St. Paul, Minnesota, and got shot and killed inside the club. On average, the club's atmosphere is geared toward college kids who enjoy a wide variety of music, including hip hop. According to Kim Hyde of the Star Tribune, the St. Paul Police Department has arrested three men ages 33, 32, and 29 in connection with the mass shooting. It's unclear why the trigger man decided to open fire, but around 14 people were injured in addition to Wiley's death. A famous local DJ named DJ Peter Parker was emceeing the event when he turned the music down after hearing the gun blast. Parker told Hyde, "I've never had anybody shoot inside a party before, especially in a place we felt was a very safe place. My heart is broken for the girl who died." They felt the place was a very safe place and the shit still got sprayed up, nigga. As soon as partygoers discovered the sound was rapid gunfire, sheer terror took over and they scattered around in search of shelter, while others managed to call 911 from within the club. In a statement, St. Paul Chief of Police Todd Axtell called the shooting a hellish situation. Police spokesman Steve Linders said authorities were examining the club's security footage as they gather information. I want to see a picture of the niggas. In the past, parts of St. Paul had a reputation for being unruly. However, the city has spent millions renovating, such as building high-end apartments, condos near Truck Park. The shooting took place near the XL Energy Center, a venue where mega musicians have performed, and the home of the hockey team Minnesota Wild. St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter said in a statement that members of the community are devastated by the shocking scene from last night. All right, so they felt safe in that club. They felt real safe and secure in that place called Truck Park. They felt real safe and secure. Three niggas was able to get in there and spray that bitch up. What did they do it for? What was the motive? We'll never know. They said they arrested niggas, but they didn't say who it was. They didn't say no names of the suspects. They didn't show no pictures of suspects. Why are they withholding information? Why are they hiding? You know what I mean? The whitewashed news media is not going to push these black murders more than we going to push it. If you ain't pushing it, if you ain't paying attention, if you don't know what's going on, what makes you think they give a fuck? You don't even give a fuck. You're black. You don't. They're white. You expect them to give a fuck more than you do? You ain't making no noise, so why should they make noise? You know what I'm saying? You should make noise about this shit too. If you're not making no noise, you shouldn't expect nobody else to make no noise. They try to talk about Mr. White Girl Syndrome. Nigga, if you're not making no noise, you shouldn't expect nobody else to make no noise. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of the matter. And I'm not saying it to get nobody's panties in a bunch. I'm saying if you're not upset, why you expect the white man to be upset when the white man is the one who's skilled at cutting niggas' bodies open, eating their fucking kidneys and shit, selling shit? That sounds like like that's some serial killer type shit. For you to have the balls to shoot up a club, somebody sent you to do that. Just doing that for that wasn't just no random shooting. That was a premeditated murder. You guys had a different motive than what we think you had. They're not even telling us y'all names. They're not even telling us the names of the niggas who shot that shit. Nobody knows who it is. We was just in the club partying. Next thing you know, I'm laid out on the floor, dead. I thought I was safe in the club, but they shot inside the club. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was safe in the house, but they sprayed up the crib. Niggas are not playing fair, so we got to start moving different. we got to start moving different. Now, nobody can ever anticipate nobody shooting up a club, but if we know that it's happening, then we got to be wary of the clubs we go to. Be mindful of where I'm going. If I'm going to Bliss is a club in DC. I don't really go to Bliss like that. I used to go all the time, but now I don't really be out there because I'm like, man, it ain't nothing but niggas out there. I know somebody got a gun out of all the niggas in the club. I know somebody was able to smuggle a strap in that bitch. I'm not going in there unless I got a gun. If I knew I could smuggle a gun inside the club, I'd go to every club and I'd be in that joint strapped. And if somebody get the faking, I'm probably gonna bust in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? We got to start moving like we at war. You know what I'm saying? Even when we having fun, we still got to be under the assumption that something may happen. We may have to get busy or we may have to run. If you're not moving like that, you bullshit. If you ain't even thinking about it, you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could tell jokes all day. We could twerk all day. We could laugh all day. But at what point is niggas going to take this shit seriously and start talking about ways to prevent this shit from happening? All right, look. It's 10 of us. We about to go have some fun. We need at least one nigga with a strap on. We need at least one shooter. Man, fuck it. We need at least 2 shooters. A group of 10, you need at least one shooter on one side, one shooter on the other side. You ain't got to have no big-ass Draco. You just need some small shit that you can keep in your shit. And you know what I'm saying? Now, somebody coming in busting with a fucking assault rifle, you got to get the fuck out of the way. But at least you got something to pop back. You may catch a nigga before you even pull that shit out. And then, you know what I'm saying? Get them up out of there. Now, you may end up going to jail, but that's just a price you paying to have some fun in a place where you living behind enemy line. Why are we trying to have fun with our enemies? Why are we smiling everybody's face like everybody's our friend? Everybody's not our friend. We know that. I heard a story about a guy getting shot at a club in Boston. I think Massachusetts somewhere. I don't know. I don't think it was Boston, but it was definitely Massachusetts. Dude was out. He was at it was Oregon, actually. It was Oregon. Dude was at a club, predominantly white club, tried to talk to a girl outside. She was like, nah, I got a boyfriend. He was like, all right, bet. Next thing you know, her boyfriend kills a nigga in the parking lot. Why was you there by yourself? Why was you there unprotected? Why was you trying to talk to that white girl? Get the fuck from around them shit. Y'all niggas got to get the fuck from around that shit, man. We ain't never going to learn till ain't nobody left. By the time we fucking get serious about this shit, everybody going to be dead, bruh. Everybody going to either be dead or in jail. By the time we get serious about this shit, ain't going to be nobody to hit back. And then how we going to hit back if we don't know who did, we don't know who did what? You're not leaving nobody with no options. We don't know who did what. We don't know where you was at. You know what I'm saying? For real. Black people got to start partying like we used to party back in the 20s where niggas ain't know where we was at. We party underground in somebody's basement or some shit. You know what I'm saying? People that we know these places, these clubs and these different venues. We don't know these motherfuckers. We just going in the spot, but we don't know these niggas. We could easily go back to have a house party, but that don't mean your house can't get shot up while you partying in that bitch. Need snipers on the roof. You know what I'm saying? We need niggas that's gonna bust. We need niggas that's gonna shoot back. Fuck all that crying shit. Fuck waiting on the white people to fucking care. We need niggas that's gonna shoot motherfuckers back. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? God bless my soul. God show mercy on me for talking like this, but we need niggas that's gonna shoot back. We can't keep taking no losses and crying about the white people not sharing our shit. The white people don't care. The white people, man, they're not supposed to care because they the ones doing this shit. They're not supposed to care. They the ones doing this shit. Then the streets is fucking us over. We can't hide from the fact that the streets is causing us a lot of problems. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk too much, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been speaking for 30 minutes, but I just wanted to say that real quick. Pay attention, man. Don't just keep running out. Don't just keep running to your death. If you're going to go somewhere, let niggas know where you going. Let niggas know who you're going to be with. And and make sure you carry some protection and dress as if you about to fight. Don't dress like put some fucking shoes on, man. Put some shoes on with some ankle support. You know what I'm saying? Put some clothes on just so you don't get your shit scratched up. Cover your body up. Fuck all that other shit. Females, cover the fuck up. You might get dragged up. Somebody try to drag you up, and you fucking half naked. You're not gonna be able to fight back because you half naked. Put some fucking clothes on so you could get loose, man. So you could break the fuck out and dip. Don't keep fucking putting yourself in a position and you're not ready to scrap or wrestle. You know what I'm saying? These niggas they don't give a fuck about that shit y'all talking about. You only live once shit. They looking for the niggas that only live once. That's thinking YOLO, YOLO. They looking for the motherfuckers that's drunk and not paying attention. They looking for the motherfuckers that's just twerking in the middle of the street. They gonna pull up, throw your ass in the trunk, drive off, cut your fucking balls off, cut your eyeballs out, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do then? We gotta start moving different, man. Everybody not your friend. You don't need to be in everybody's establishment. You don't need to be in everybody's face smiling and shit. All these bitch ass niggas is not your motherfucking friends, man. Cut that shit out. We should know better. We should know better by now. By now, we should know better, man. Cut that shit out. Pay attention to what the fuck going on around you, man. You need eyes in the back of your motherfucking head. In the back of your head, man. You need eyes in the back of your head, bro. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers go. Ain't nobody on this joint, but eventually somebody gonna watch this joint. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I sit through the whole 32 minutes. But yeah, man. I'm out, man.